Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Mike Seidel. This is downtown Miami. This is the Brickell section of Miami. Brickell is right up here. We're on Southeast 12th. And this is what happens when you have a hurricane. And this pounding east wind, it's still gusting upwards of 80 miles an hour, blowing the bay right into the downtown area. You can see here the water's about 2 feet. And the entire area is underwater. And the wind is still howling up the street. I've got some protection here, but you can see the force of the wind here. We did have a gust of 93 miles an hour at a buoy just south of here, and we've had plenty of hurricane force wind gusts since late this morning. We were down at the Brickell Key area, but we had to get out of there because the surge was coming up. Okay, this is where the sidewalk starts and ends, and this is the road. So this is the edge of the sidewalk right here, and then I step down into the road. So we've got about 2.5 feet of water in the street, and it goes all the way around here. I don't know how far it goes, if it goes down to the Miami River. Now earlier it was down about 2 blocks, but the surges come up even higher with these persistent winds. Again, the wind is still howling right down the area, down the street. I can barely see the water up there because we're getting so much blow off of the wind picking up the water and blowing the rain on the surface right in my direction. This is pretty amazing stuff. Now remember, we had forecasted a 10-foot surge, and then we cut the value in half because of the track of the storm. So can you imagine another 4, 5, 6 feet of water being up here? Now as far as the hotel goes, they've got everybody in the grand ballroom, and they're serving us breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The elevator's been turned off just in case the power goes out. So far it hasn't gone out. What I can tell you about power is 80% of Florida Power Lake customers in Miami-Dade are without power, and almost 2/3 in Broward. That's the county, next county up the coast. And if you combine the numbers between the two counties, you get about 1.4 million plus or minus customers without power. That's customers, that's not the number of people. So 80% of Miami-Dade without power. The power, though, is on here in the Brickell section, the financial district. Now, granted, it's all underground, and that helps a little bit, but that doesn't matter sometimes when this water gets into the underground area. Look at the wind howling out here behind me on Brickell. Wow. I mean, the whole downtown area now is just like a giant lake with waves and wakes. What we're waiting for now is the wind to turn around and come in from the west. And that's going to happen in an hour or so. The storm is going to get north of our latitude, and we'll start to get a wind that's going to come in from that direction. And that will start to blow the water back out. Had some people ask me if they can get out of here tomorrow, and certainly this water is going to be gone by tomorrow morning. And the wind is going to back off later on tonight and first thing tomorrow morning as the hurricane continues to move north faster and weaken. Let's go to Mike Bettis, who's getting a pretty good storm himself over there in the Naples area. Mike, what's the latest over there on the west coast, where you're much closer to the eye than we are here in Miami?
I believe